It's time to consider the lost islands of Alanna, which is really close to Atlanta, which was an island in Futurama for very silly reasons. So, long story short, way back in like 1998, Cherry Coke thought it would be a really good idea to produce a game that looks like Myst. But of course, it's actually just Cherry Coke related. And to do this, they built a whole website, a whole mythos around this idea, so we could discover the mysteries of a lost civilization by exploring the lost island of Atlanta to solve the puzzle of this ancient people. But don't stop there. The pieces needed to solve this puzzle are not only found on the island. And that's kind of the key thing here, is you need this website to solve it too. But as you can tell, the website's kind of broken and gone. I pulled most of this off archive.org today just to make it work a little bit better. But not so much. Clues await your discovery all around you. Cherry Coke website, Standlake University, gaming chat rooms, magazine, and most of all Cherry Coke bottles hold valuable pieces of this mystery. They don't anymore, and I can't find a screenshot of, and I can't find a picture of any of these Cherry Coke bottles, which is a shame. Because as a kid, I actually went down and dutifully wrote down the runes that were on them. As you can see, like, this is the basic stuff. It's telling you, how to play a video game, how to play an adventure game for people who never played a game like Adventure. Myst. We can also look. No, the Mumbo Jumbo's not there. That's a 404. I don't know why it doesn't show my 404. And of course, the thing is, you could either send away to go get this. It's no longer available as a CD-ROM, but when it used to be, you could actually fill out a form, and Cherry Coke would send you the game on a physical CD. And I actually did that, and I had a physical CD, and it's long gone, so that's unfortunate. Also, I love the status bar stuff. Like, you would never get to see this anymore. It just isn't supported by websites. You could download it, but these links don't actually work. They're truncated. They're way too small. So they're just not going to work. Anyway. But the more important part isn't the tip. Oh, there is a picture of the Coke bottle. Huh. Weird. Unfortunately, you can't actually see the things of interest on that bottle. What's really interesting is this website, which starts with the broken JPEG. Now, the Standlake University of Cultural Anthropology Introduction. So this is an introduction to the concept of this game. They want to do kind of an ARG thing. It's debatable whether or not this kind of worked, but I think it's still kind of interesting, this kind of fake university, fake website. We could read about the cosmopolitan character of this newly found civilization of Alanna. Footnote O is partly explained by its location on the shipping lanes of the eastern Mediterranean trade routes. The previous discovery of the urban center of Ugarit on the Syrian coast told us much about the cultural diversity of this economic hub, since it functioned as a gateway between Asia and the Mediterranean world, with goods from numerous cultures passing through its gates and markets. The new shipwreck suggests that even more advanced civilizations existed on a volcanic island, which is now lost under the waves of the Mediterranean Sea. Much like the island of Thera, which was literally blown apart by volcanic eruption in the late 17th century BC, this ancient culture was obliterated by the explosion of its volcanic source around the end of the Late Bronze Era, 1200 BC. So the idea is you'd click around, you'd read the various bits of this report. Based on the geographical references of the text, Alanna was located on a volcanic island somewhere in the eastern Mediterranean Sea, just west of Cyprus. I actually don't know where Cyprus is. The island had an incredible source of energy and an active volcano at the island's core. The source of the geothermal heat resulted in a tropical climate for the island, as well as the mountain in its center from the previous volcanic activity. Ironically, the idyllic realm owed its existence to the very volcanic forces that would eventually spell its doom. The most surprising artifacts from the shipwreck off the Syrian coast were 8 tablets made of various gemstones and precious metals. These small tablets were inscribed with a form of cuneiform. Cuneiform. I think that's how you say it. Clay tablets bearing cuneiform inscriptions that can fit into the palm of the hand are common, but this writing system was also chiseled into stone monuments for important texts. This is actually kind of true. Examples of this are the Cone of Hammurabi and various royal edicts. I'm pretty sure that there's a form of cuneiform on... Oh no, I think of a different thing. That's not on the Rosetta Stone. That was, I think, Greek, Latin, and Egyptian. The tablets found here, however, were unique in the way that they were molded from gold, silver, bronze, lapis lazuli, and other unconventional materials. The cuneiform writing itself is a form of language of ancient Babylon and Assyria, known as Akkadian. The dialect of these tablets is unique, but seems to be a highly peculiar form of Standard Babylonian. Since Akkadian was not a native language of any known culture on the Mediterranean coast, it seems clear this group of texts were written for communication with other peoples of the ancient Near East rather than for themselves. It's a big island south of Anatolia, or north of Egypt. North of Egypt, I know where that is. How you doing, Raptor Baptor? Among the 8 tablets was what seems to be an official letter from the ruling body of Alanna to the king of Urgarit. This letter might provide the key to understanding the meaning and the use of the other texts in the shipwreck. While I do not yet understand the letter or the 8 tablets, I plan to decipher the tablets in the next 4 months. Each of them has an Akkadian word written in cuneiform and Egyptianized hieroglyphic symbol at its top. I think the hieroglyph identifies the tablet's subject. Also, since they're all different, the substance and color of each tablet in the engraving must communicate something about its topic. We're going to read these until we reach a specific point, by the way, and then I'll stop for a minute and actually play the game. I don't know where it is, but we have to read until we find the thing. Actually, we could... Yeah, we'll read until we find the thing. The Alanna culture freely and extensively borrowed from what they considered to be the best elements of all the surrounding people. They used cuneiform from Babylon, mathematics, the arts, and hieroglyphics of Egypt, the fine pottery of Mycenae, and iron technology from the Hittites. I really should have played more Age of Empires 2. That's what Age of Empires 1. That's really what this is telling me. They created new artistic and athletic forms by combining elements in imaginative ways. Imagination, creativity, and what we would call self-expression seems to be highly regarded in the civilization. The artistic sensitivity of the civilization seems extraordinarily high, as does the openness to foreign influences. The forms of sculpture, painting, and other graphic arts invoke qualities and characteristics of numerous surrounding peoples, such as the graceful lines of early Greek sculptures, and the subtle charm of Phoenician ivories, lively and colorful paintings that depict Minoan dancers in the flounced skirts of Crete, Egyptian musicians in seer dresses and elaborate hairdos, and Aegean athletes with feathered headdresses of the sea peoples. Handsome monsters, dragon, and other fantastic animals in bright enamel paint were borrowed from Babylon. Hittite leaders from Asia Minor are depicted in costume as they mingle with Alannian royalty. Some of their highest artistic achievements are in blown glass. Centuries before the Phoenicians became famous for their glassware, some artifacts include stone plaques painted with lovely scenes from island festivities. Many of these are similar to Egyptian wall paintings depicting banquets of the wealthy. I am struck by the wide variety of musical instruments in these pictures. They had many kinds of harps, lyres, and reed instruments, as well as more drums and percussion than any other culture I've seen. More Crusader Kings, that might have helped. Also, the glass blowing thing probably was a demand by the marketing team to justify, like, Coke bottles. Now we're into notes. We did read the island. Yeah, we did. Tablets. Okay, I had notes. There's also footnotes that tell you what things like Babylonian and these things are. I don't feel the need. Canal inspectors. What? Was this term even used in this? Huh. Anyway, let's look at our notes here. Canal inspectors. Catherine Leonard, Kasha, King or Myth, Standlake University. Okay, this is the reference there. After deciphering the letter we found within the amphora, I feel that much of this Akkadian form will be easier to translate. The difficulty, however, is in the fact that the 8 tablets, while clearly carved, do not follow any of the local dialects. To add to my confusion, the use of cuneiform is atypical. This was indeed an official letter from Kashka, king of Alanna, to the king of Urgat. It explains that the 8 tablets were part of the island's socio-traditional and educational system. Kashka writes, "We present this gift to the king of Urgat. Greetings to his lord. Thus say the citizens of Alanna, your friends across the water. Peace to you and to your house. May you be blessed and well. Refresh yourselves with our gift of Shatu Mudu Ishu. Our canal inspectors have foreseen an unsettling of our island home, and we wish to ask your assistance and wisdom in this matter. It is our request that you offer our people safe refuge until the prospectors can fully assess the danger. We are sending ahead, however, this vessel which carries on it the wisdom of our elders, which we teach to our people in order that they might attain a wholesome life, just as we invited you and your fathers. and your father's fathers to our land for games and friendship in ages past, we now invite you to become friends in our culture. We hope that you will prosper, we will all prosper from this mission. In this letter, King Kashka, recognizing that his people are in danger, requests help from the nearby Ugarit. It was his intention to first secure the civilization's greatest asset, its wisdom. Within the 8 tablets of Alanna are answers to the culture of this mysterious people. While I do not understand the reasoning behind the 8 separate tablets, I have found that each represents a particular character trait of a healthy life. The Egyptian hieroglyph appears to be the key, and the Akkadian cuneiform, I don't know why I put an R in there, the descriptive. In the official letter from the Kashka, king of Alanna, to the king of Aragat, the 8 tablets held the wisdom of the elders. An excerpt reads, "We are sending ahead, however. This vessel carries with it the wisdom." We just read that. This is the first of the 8 tablets texts discusses wisdom. The highest ideal of wisdom is represented by the hieroglyph of the door of the academy and is inscribed on the tablet of gold, the purest and most valued of all precious metals. It seems that insight and wisdom were prized above all other achievements in the educational system of ancient Alanna. The direct translation of the Akkadian term for wisdom would be Nemekwu. In direct use, the phrase journey to wisdom translates to Haranu Ana Nemekwi. I probably butchered that, but no one speaks Akkadian. But this is actually really important. This part here will be important in a minute. In fact, let's actually play the game now since we got to the important bit. Have AI read all this? Why? That's stupid. It'd probably do a worse job than me. How you doing, Fries? Let's start a new game. This is the actual game. It has a Cherry Coke button that takes us to Cherry Coke. I didn't want to go to Cherry Coke, but the fact that there's a Cherry Coke button amuses me greatly. Alright. So, unlike most adventure games, this doesn't actually have anything resembling, like, an intro. We have a few items in our inventory. A spool of twine, a bag of gunpowder, a bullwhip, and, of course, a box of matches, which is the normal loadout. Thought it was a text game? No. This is actually a Myst-type first-person adventure game. But what we need to do first, of course, is get past this object. Now, how can we get past this object? Well, we need some wisdom. We need to see what wisdom looks like again. It also does that when I alt-tab. I don't know why. It's kind of close to wisdom. Is that it? No, can't break it. I don't know what the bottom one's supposed to be. Oh, that's what the bottom was supposed to be. Nemekwu? Is that what it says? It says some of those letters. A bunch of rocks glued to your face. Oh, is that what that looks like? It happens sometimes. Oh, I get this rock here. I forgot about this rock, which I think represents something else. A small stone. It represents a rock. But we could have also gone left, which would take us here. Oh, wait, hold on. What does it say? Are you trying to start a rock collection? Yes! No swimming allowed. Oh. There's nothing special in this area. No lifeguard on duty. We're too busy for a swim. Might be dangerous fish in there. No swimming allowed. Oh. The water sure looks cool. This is a lonely tree. He's had fun writing this, at least. Can't get across the water from here. The path drops off too steep to continue. The trees are blocking my way, so that's worthless. I can go this way. Doesn't look like there's anything impeding. Oh, the vines are stopping me. I can't go because of the vines. Can I light the vines on fire? I don't know how this works. Oh, I have it in my quick use here. I am not allowed to burn the thicket of vines. Love a game that patronizes. I mean, again, this is AdverGaming. It's bound to happen. So in order to actually make a pointed marker post, to make any headway in this game, you literally had to have gone to the website and found out this information. Otherwise, there was no chance of you getting past this part without random chance. Oh, there's nothing special about that tree. I beg to differ. Can't go in... Oh. Good place to scratch your antlers. We get some antlers? You can't use this antler. I can use that antler. I found a useful antler. Cool. There's nothing to see in the trees. The path is too steep. I like how they keep telling me, like, there's an obvious path, but you're not allowed to go there. I go to the left. Can't reach this rope. Well, that seems like a problem I can solve with my bullwhip, maybe. Bullwhip on rope. Yes. Whip the tree. I'm not allowed to whip the tree. Whip the rope. No. You allowed to burn yourself? I don't think so. Light the tree? I don't want to waste my matches on lighting the tree. Use forked antler on the tree? It doesn't do much. How you doing, Matt? What? I thought this was the view I got from going left. That's the view I get from going left. Can I look at the pot? That appears to be a bottomless pit. Of course it is. Alright. Pointed marker posts. You may not set the puzzle on fire. Playing Pokemon Z to A? Yeah. How about me? I'm playing Cherry Coke. Gives Flash escape and Flash escape game vibes. Used to love those kinds of games. You weren't the greatest. That's very astute, because I'm going to point this out if we can. This game is clearly made in Macromedia Director, which is basically sort of the progenitor of Flash. I guess we can't really see useful information there, but trust me, that's what it's made of. And I'm doing pretty good. We're going to try to solve this puzzle, but I don't like this class of puzzle much. At least there are lines. Oh no, I should have saved first. That would have been the smart move. Okay, so we've got something started. Is there a corner? There are corner pieces. Lovely. Let's just rotate it around, maybe. I see. Oh, I hate these puzzles. How you doing, Simon? No, they don't rotate. That's like the one saving grace. Okay, there we go. That looks more or less right. I don't know what piece I'm missing. That didn't help. How do you do this? Put this back in the correct orientation. I want to put this tile here. Okay, that didn't help. I think one more time around the loop might work it, though. No, that... God, I hate sliding block puzzles. They implement them because they're kind of easy to make. Somewhere out there, someone likes these. There, we got AI to read it. Ah, I understand now. In all honesty, if I get too annoyed at this, I do have a solution that I can just pick up and do. The worst part is this literally blocks off the entirety of the game. You can't proceed until you solve the sliding block puzzle. The funny thing is, sliding block puzzles actually do have some interesting, like, mathematical principles behind them. What I want... I'm gonna rotate it back around, and then... Okay, maybe this will work. No, that didn't work because that piece got in the way. I got the bottom taken care of. It moves the brick or it gets the hose again. It is how it is. Okay, what's the next pieces I want? This goes... I think this goes over there. Only moving one piece there. That's not that hard to look at. Clearly this needs to go up in the upper corner. Trying to find the left side piece for that. Like, there's no... That might be the piece we're missing, is like this piece or this piece. In fact, that seems very likely, judging by the lines. Okay, that looks right. Cool. So then I need to get this over there. Okay. I'm not sure what my plan here was. I think I'm making it worse. I am making it worse. It gets the horse again, yeah. I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm a genius in France. Well, it looks nice there, but we can't really do much with it there. Okay. Well, that's at least in the right position now, but these two are out of sync. Sup, Brave Toaster? How you doing? Yeah, nobody likes these. In complete honesty, I've never met someone who's like, oh, I love these puzzles. They're my favorite thing. I love solving them so very much. I just assume anyone who says such a thing is probably lying. It just seems like the correct thing. I need them in the opposite order. That's what I really need them in. I need to stack the bottom one on top if I want to do this. Now that's how that should look for me. Then I lose that if I do it that way. Oh, actually, this might work. Ah, I solved that side. Okay, cool. Plenty of other puzzles you like more than these, but these are fine. I don't like seeing them in adventure games. When you're physically fiddling with the pieces, they're a lot more fun, I guess is really what I mean to say here. But also for, like, an adventure game like this, it's a kind of a weird, lazy sort of thing to put in your game. It's like, we need a puzzle. Just put on a sliding block puzzle. Okay, Mom. Put in a sliding block puzzle. Well, it's kind of close. Also kind of far away. Yeah. I think these two pieces need to be flipped and everything else is right. Ah! Continue. There's nothing more terrifying than working on a puzzle like this. And then it's like, you know what would really do well right now? An error. Wait, no, that goes there. Was I trying to move into this position? Okay. This looks mostly right. I think... No, that doesn't. That look right? Where the hell does this piece go? Well, that's where the hell that piece goes. No, that's not. We established that. Okay, that looks right. Holy hell, I solved it. That pit was much less bottomless than advertised. I will take a sword and a bag of coins. That was really not what I thought that was. No, I'm not allowed to sword my way through that. Alright, so the sword and a bag of coins. Go back one more. With the sword, can I cut through the vines? Yeah! I'll take a vine, too. My inventory is getting cluttered. Looked like a dude. Oh, the picture? We didn't even stop to appreciate the picture, did we? Take a moment and appreciate said picture. This, I think it's supposed to be a picture of the crown, or maybe it's a logo for actually, what is it then? Let's see. The money bag looking dude who was holding sword. I thought it looked like a skull. That's what I thought. But I can see where you're going with this. All right. The place where I downloaded this said what that's supposed to look like. Which looks like the Alanna logo in the main menu, which I forgot about. Let me save my game because I'm not a moron. Save game. One. Moving block puzzles suck. Okay. We'll demonstrate this by going back to the front of the game. And you can see the logo right there, kind of, in the background. That's how you were supposed to know. They don't make it easy. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can backtrack to over here. There seems to be nothing past the... Oh, I need the vine to go across? Is that really it? I use the vine. I wrap the tree. Okay. Use the vine with the bullwhip. Can I combine items? Vine. Bullwhip. Why did I want a vine? There's only one puzzle to solve. So something has to work here. Wait, what if I... Ahaha! I've made a slingshot. I don't know why I want a slingshot, but I have one now. Maybe that's the solution to our problem, is to... Escape doesn't do that. That's not the thing that it was supposed to do. Let's go do our inventory wrangling again. Take our slingshot, combine with stone, put slingshot in the first slot, bullwhip, and money. Why not? I feel well equipped now. Okay, so now we use the slingshot on the tree. You don't want to waste your stone. I have plenty of stones. I want the rope. I can't reach the rope. This is a nice tree. Aww. Wait, I have a short piece of rope. Where did I get the short piece of rope from? Okay. Is there anything I want to do with this? Good piece for scratching antlers. Is any other, like, clickable objects that aren't nice trees or bodies of water or antlers I can't use? Don't want to pick up that antler. I don't know why I don't, but... Nothing special about that tree. Good place to scratch your antlers, but that's not helpful. And this is a dead end, unless, like, there's a way around the puzzle. But this does look like it kind of ends. Oh, wait. The tree is far away. They love putting, like, little bits on the trees and telling you nothing else. Can I cut down the puzzle? I can't even look at the puzzle again. Okay. Let's see, what if I use the length of rope to try and go a direction? Path's too steep. I can't reach the rope, and I won't let me do anything to reach anywhere else. A dry bush. Old tree branch. Old tree branch. Hey, okay. Cool. A long staff. As per usual, randomly clicking on stuff tends to work somehow. Where's my length of rope? I can't mix it with the long staff. Maybe we can just use the long staff to retrieve the swing. What? No, I don't need help. I mean, I might need help, but you know. Be careful not to break your staff. I found another item, but it has not helped me at all. A whip and staff? Staff combined with rope. No. Combined with thread? Nope. Gunpowder combined with match. No. Money combined with slingshot? No. What the hell was I supposed to do here? This should not be hard. This is literally like the third puzzle. Alright, well, let's pull out every item we got. We thread the tree. Whip the tree really should have worked. Like, there's no option to whip the rope. I can't reach the rope. Can't reach the rope. So that whole area is our bit for the tree. Maybe there's some other random object I haven't clicked on enough. Old tree branch. It's also an old tree branch. I'm kind of surprised there was actually an item like right here. Okay. Too steep. Really, I cannot believe I came out to get a vine out of this. There's plenty. There's nice trees. Okay, we can't mess with this puzzle anymore. Here's the antler area with one of the few sounds in the game. Like, I don't see any surface. Good place to scratch your antlers. Wait, I found another thing? Okay, combine those. No, string. There we go. Bit of twine, and then bam, we have a hook. Okay, we successfully figured out the game by picking up the right antler. They spared no expense on this one. Hook the rope. Now we can go. And yet again, we end up on a very linear path. Right, what do we have here? The flag has no markings. There's a bell. You have not offered correct payment. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm going to not pay things first. We should look at the rest. All right, we've got buttons. Means we're going to need to read more web page, most likely. Doesn't seem to be anything. Why make a path this way if there appears to be nothing that way? You're killing me, Smalls. There's a boulder. Oh, I know what to do with boulders. Gunpowder. Gunpowder. I'm not allowed to gunpowder it. Doctor called. Chemo went well. You're finished. Oh, nice. And we'll follow up in 12 and 60 minutes. Well, congratulations, Fries. Congratulations. I am glad to hear it. Yeah, that wasn't that long of chemo. Like, that was a pretty short round from what I understand, but I also don't understand chemo that well. Alright, I'm gonna save my game because I'm paranoid. Found the items. Half the man, but twice as better. There you go. Money. What happened? Do I have less money? Bag of coins. Where'd my bag of coins go? My bag of coins is gone, so I think I've successfully done something. No, it's right here still. Oh, it's right there. We've not offered the correct payment. Interesting. I'm not allowed to touch this. I'm not sure I can continue onward right now. Tons of options, depending on what cancer you have. Fair. Alright, it's time to read more website, because we need another 3 pieces of cuneiform. Let's look at the next level of notes. This should not take a forever to load. Why are you torturing me, game and website? I own this website. Why is this happening? Is this actually bad? Am I actually offline? No, it's fine. Just sometimes you gotta close it out and try again. Doo-doo. There we go. IE6, everybody. Article 1 continued. Tablet 2, which I don't have a picture for, is carved from the precious lapis lazuli stone, probably brought to the island from the distant mountains of Asia, where it is associated with the goddess of love. Carved in the center of the tablet is the symbol of the two plover birds standing side by side. Plover is one of those secret words that adventure game people love so very much. And Prosser. And Plu. It's just a lot of P words. In the text on the back of the second tablet, we find the beginning of a dissertation of the process by which one would learn the wisdom of apparently a set of instructions. As a sentence. It appears that this writing is continued on each of the following tablets. Each following tablet says identifying an order. It is odd, however, that the wisdom tablet has no writing on the back. The back reads, Haranu Shah Etuli, the journey of youth, was the formal organized method of sharing the cultural values of Alanna with its young people. The acquisition of these values was essential to taking one's place in Alannian society as an adult. Should be using Netscape? No. How you doing, Kalrasi? Web TV, maybe. The origin of their system dates back to the Sumerians' training of scribes in Eduba, but the Alannian culture developed a more open educational model based on morality and self-understanding. Their holistic approach to formation included apprehension of nature, interaction with others, and finding one's own place in the world. Clearly, this culture considered life a continuous journey and wanted to prepare their youth to go their own path as an adult. They valued creativity, individuality, and the pursuit of personal fulfillment. I want to stress once again, this is an advertisement for soda. Just want to make that crystal clear. All right. Anyway, these are the three things we probably need, which is to say, I know they're the three things we need because they're one of the few things I have here. All right. So the middle one is, I think it's that. The right one looks more like a Toho thing than communication, and the leftmost one is going to lock in when I get the other two right. All right, cool. We found some things. What? Lots of things. Convenient. I mean, no. God, this game terrifies me. I'm gonna save again. Oh, let's save. Wait, I'm missing stuff. My inventory is largely gone. That's bad. I'm going to restore my old game because this game is rapidly. In fact, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna exit. See, made with Macromedia. Once again, playing old games on old systems. Sometimes, enjoy your dishes. Sometimes things don't work as well as you'd like them to. Okay, so I still have all my items. We can go back and put in the correct values, which I've not memorized, but they look easy enough to put back, and then this one's whatever. Okay, let's not overload our inventory just in case. I don't know why I did that. Let's not return the book. And let's save after this puzzle, the puzzle of crashing. I missed by one. Okay. So I think the issue is that I returned the book. Need something actually look to help. Important messages appear here. There are lots of items for you to pick up. Click on everything you see. You might find something useful. Yeah, I sure did. Hold up to 5 items, use an item, click on it, and then click on what you want to use it on. You can jump right to the Cherry Coke website by pressing this button. The arrows move you around from place to place. This button shows the items you have in your inventory. Okay, cool. I kind of miss interfaces like this. The puzzle reset. Oh, that's cute. If you press it multiple times, it just procs the same thing over and over instead of rotating faster. Not really surprising, but... Okay, we're going to be careful this time. A bag of stones with carvings, alright. Ring-a-ding. Not offered the proper payment. Okay. Have I gone this way yet? There's a boulder. Stones with carving. I have the hook. I've got a saw. I've got a slingshot. I've got a book. I don't know why. I read the book. Okay, so basically the book breaks everything. So we shouldn't ever look at the book, is what we've learned here. Wait, no. Yeah, that's bizarrely wrong. These things happen. Like I said, this is an old game. I'm going to save after solving the stupid puzzle. I did save, and the book is gone. Okay. That's bad. Or was this... This was before... Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we need to figure out what three... Wait, can I offer other items? I've just been offering bagged items. Like, can I offer my slingshot? Is that an option? I don't want to waste my stone. How about my bullwhip? I can't whip it. Okay, so I can only offer the... Wish I could, like, open some of these. Alright, well, let's read the website some more and see if maybe it gives us some actual useful hints about what to do here. Because this seems to be in linear order to some extent about puzzle solving. Because I don't know what to offer there. There's not a useful thing. Tablet 3 is carved on a silver tablet. It seems that wealth, translated as lalu in Akkadian, was understood not as crass materialism, but as a wholesome well-being and benevolent charity. Goods and possessions were shared rather than hoarded. Monetary wealth was sought only after love and knowledge. Carved at the front of the tablet is a symbol of a horse, most likely regarded as a measure of great wealth in Alanna. The writing continues from tablet 2 onto the back of the third tablet. The text reads, students spent 8 years in the Edaba, where their umenia, or mentor, would lead them in development and self-reflection by posing questions and proverbs. The sequence of 8 stages, each with a particular theme or aspiration, was used to guide the students to greater wisdom. It seems the journey of youth began at age 13 when they sent you off to catch Pokemon. At this stage, the students were affectionately called Enkidu, which was also the name of Gilgamesh's friend. The main focus of Enkidu class was the overview of those elements of self-fulfillment and the fulfillment of others. Each class then lasted 1 year and would culminate in the final year at age 21. It appears that each tablet represents a year of the journey. Okay. Friendship is written on a bronze tablet, symbolized by the lotus blossom, for its beauty and perfection. Copper and tin are combined to forge new metal much stronger than the 2 separate elements. Bronze. Welcome to bronze orientation, because bronze is brilliant. Will the bronze still need tying to sticks? Oh yes, cracking. The melding of these separate elements into bronze provides an appropriate depiction of the strength of friendship. The translation for friendship in Akkadian is Ibrutu. The back of Tablet 4 reads, the ultimate goal of the process was more about self-discovery than conforming to others' ideals. The aspirations are general enough to be applied in different ways by different individuals. While some might see victory in athletic competition, others would compete against their own weaknesses. The reference to inviting others to Alanna for games and friendship in the letter from King Kashka is corroborated by references to the central role of international relations in their society. The Alanna shipwreck contained few stone carvings and glazed pottery with painted scenes that depict examples of ancient games and gatherings. In these examples, we see the importance of friendship, not only within the Alanian community, but with neighboring states as well. Integrity, symbolized by the honest man with open arms, is represented on a tablet of iron to communicate the strength of a good reputation. The tablet is painted white to convey the purity of good character, not as brilliant as gold or silver. This white tablet shows integrity as the necessary foundation for true happiness. The text continues on the back of Tablet 5, For each life aspiration, the body of the journey was divided into 4 proverbs with guidance, representing a way the students would apply this in their daily life and interactions with others. Success, I have determined, is symbolized by the blossoming papyrus flowers, which have attained their goal of fullness and beauty. The tablet is from the green hematite gem to represent the luxuriant growth of successful actions. The Akkadian translation for success is Kat-isu. Ka-situ. Tablet 6 reads, the student was encouraged to explore on their own interqualities as a form of self-reflection and self-examination. Such self-discovery was crucial to maturity on our island as learning tactics or engineering. For the Alannian, success could only be reached through mastering the senses. Through this process, your goals could be reached if, in moderation, you performed your tasks in a particular order. While I have not yet determined their order, I noted the Alannian people did not recognize the sense of smell. Interesting. I will study this further and enter my findings in my notes and perhaps publish these findings. Notes 9. Oh, good. I do have all those. I was worried. Right. We still haven't found anything that helps us solve this puzzle. Victory, as translated as Ern-itu in Akkadian, is inscribed upon the tablet of the hardest basalt stone to symbolize the virtues of determination, self-control, and honor. The lion carving would symbolize the strength and majesty of those who overcome obstacles as well as those who are gracious competitors. The text on the back of Tablet 7 reads, in addition to proverbs, stories, and myths, games were an important element of the Eduba. Games such as Capture the Lion were found throughout Babylon and were adopted to the island of Alanna. This game involves moving 2 soldier pieces into position where the lion is no longer able to move. That sounds like kind of checkmating in chess. We'll see. It seems the game described above was a puzzle given to students to raise questions and scenarios as part of the educational system of strategic solution. I have yet to translate all the rules on the bottom of the game board. Some of the rules I have been able to identify explain the lion piece can attack a soldier on a diagonal space, but not much directly next to or above the soldier. Okay. Also, there's a limit to the number of moves before the game must be restarted. That's probably important. Okay. Happiness is easily recognized in the exuberance of a joyful duckling. However, the tablet is made from a lovely glass ingot of light blue to remind the students how fragile, as well as beautiful, happiness truly is. Appreciation of simple happiness for oneself, and most of all others, is the final step of their journey. The back of Tablet 8 reads, after 8 years in the Eduba, students were free to continue their education on their own. They were encouraged to travel throughout the world if they chose, or to settle down in the Alanna and contribute to one of the many aspects of their society. Since life was a continuous journey of discovery, the young people were encouraged to lead the way to do something different. Okay, with deciphering the last tablet, I have uncovered the final use of the 12 symbols and their meanings. What King Kashka wrote at the bottom of the letter describes their everyday use in the culture of his people. It seems that even after the student graduated, that the use of the tablets was commonplace. Okay. We present this gift to the king of Ugarit, greetings to his lord. Thus say the citizens of Alanna, your friends across the water, peace to you and your house, may be blessed and well. Did we already read this? We already read this. This is at the very beginning. Now we may as well read it since there's more text. We present this gift to the king of Ugarit, greetings to his lord. Thus say the citizens of Alanna, your friends across the water, peace to you and to your house. May you be blessed and well. Refresh yourselves with our gift of Shatu Mudi Ishu. Our canal inspectors have foreseen an unsettling of our island home, and we wish to ask for your assistance and wisdom in this matter. It is our request that you offer our people safe refuge until the prospectors can fully assess the danger. We are sending ahead, however, this vessel that carries in it the wisdom of our elders that we teach to our people in order that they might attain a wholesome life, just as we invited you and your fathers and your fathers' fathers to our land for games and friendship in ages past. We now invite you to become friends in our culture. Hope that you will all prosper from this wisdom. And here's the previously untranslated text. Take the 8 tablets of aspirations, combine them with the 4 senses to yield your daily proverb. From the 10 stones, randomly draw one and match it to your tablet of choice to further your insight into your own being. This game is neither magic nor omen, but it offers a technique of self-reflection to know your own heart. This text, it appears, describes an activity commonly practiced by the Alanian to help guide them through life's journey. 8 topics described in the previous notes are combined with one of the 4 senses: sight, taste, touch, and hearing. The Alanian people do not recognize smell. Choose one combination from the collection of 32 choices yields a question. The Alanian would pose the question and choose a stone from the set of 10. 8 topics, 4 sentences. From a set of 10. The stone that was drawn would yield a response to the question. Oh, I guess that makes sense. The remaining set. This activity did not necessarily provide an answer to life's questions, but helped give more clarity to a particular subject, allowing the individual to interpret the answer personally. None of that was helpful. Mildly interesting, but not helpful. Okay, so we need to do something here, which is to say I need to solve this puzzle and then save so I don't have to keep doing this. And maybe, like, leave the... Wait. No. Okay. And then maybe leave the book. God. The book. Okay. I want this. I want to see if this does... Can I open it? No, it seems not. And then I have returned to the game screen. I got the saw. Okay, can we saw the boulder? We cannot saw the boulder. We cannot gunpowder the boulder. Can we combine these 2 objects? No. I'm leaving the book where it is because the book seems to be evil. Or we could, like, at least clear out space in inventory, so if we put the book somewhere, it probably isn't going to break things. Rest book on the monolith. Nothing interesting on this path. How do you know, buddy? How do you know? The flag has no markings. What am I supposed to offer here? And then, can I use the book on the boulder? No. That is an unavailable action. Bruh. Do you have a better idea? Like, I have gunpowder. I feel like I should be able just to blow this up. Actually, short piece of rope and gunpowder. I can't combine those. Don't touch the book. Don't touch the book. These are all empty kegs. They don't have any useful information on them. Just said there's nothing interesting on this path, but everywhere else is fine. Yeah, I know. It's one of those irritating things. Like, this game has such a tiny map. The ferry is on the other side. I need to offer up something. Can I offer up the book? The book is available. Okay. Let's try the book and money. And what else do I have that's not stupid? A sword. Can offer the sword. Can offer the book. Can offer the money. Can offer gunpowder. Book, gunpowder, money. Not offer the correct payment. Okay. What to do now? What to do now? Alright, what's worked in the past? Random clicking. Make sure I clear my inventory so I do notice when some random item pops. Fuck. Alright, yep. Don't click the book. I need to remember not to click the book. Okay. Anything else? The rock is too heavy to pick up. The stone is really heavy. Nice flower, but not what you're looking for. Such pretty flowers. It's odd. It's nice flower, but it's not what you're looking for, is a statement. Of course you're looking for that one specific flower. Okay. It's a small bush. Nothing special about the tree. I do like it. I don't know if these are pictures that were taken and doctored up, or if this was done in, like, 3D rendering, but it does look nice. It's probably done in, like, a 3D rendering program. Just back up and get some perspective. Or not. Okay, maybe the flower is the item that they want. Flower, book. Okay, and then we'll add money in the mix. Flower, book, money! Okay, flower, book, money was the right answer. And I've gotten rid of the accursed book. That's the most important thing. Alright, now we're... This place has a lot of empty kegs. I just picked up a keg. Okay. Nothing... Oh, there is some. Oh, wait, a chest. The chest is locked. I have a saw. The chest is locked. The path ends over the hill. Okay. Bees. I wouldn't want to go near these bees. We hook the bees? Can we slingshot the bees? We have options here. Whip the hive! I don't view this as an improvement. I'm not sure why I did that. Empty barrel? Bees? There's a gate. It is also... It's rusted shut. Alright, can we combine the barrel and gunpowder? No. Alright, so I used... what about matches? Like, you're supposed to use matches to get bee... You can use smoke to get bees to chill out. Or I'll light the bush on fire. Just chill these bees out. The bees are calming down. Okay. This screen has weird lag, it feels like. Okay, the bees are calming down. The bees are gone. The bees are gone. You can't get past these bees. The bees are gone. You can't get past these bees. The bees are gone. Yes, we've acknowledged that the bees are gone. Alright, maybe we need to get some honey. We can cut into it. Yes, we've addressed the fact that the bees are gone. We want to do something with the object now that the bees are gone. I don't know what to do with that. We lit the small bush. This is a nice tree. Okay, what was the point of this then? I can't get past these bees. Is this a bug? Like, okay. Alright, the bees are gone. Like my sword, I wanted my axe. No, my saw. I had one more. I had another idea of something else I wanted to try. Let's go back here. Can I put the barrel there? No. I thought maybe I need the barrel to, like, hold the gunpowder in place. Okay, dumb other idea. Oh, this could be useful as a log. Okay. So basically, we were messing with the bees so I could get that to fall on the ground. I'm pretty sure I know what the heavy log is for then. Use heavy log. Wait. Heavy log? I don't know why, but I remember there actually being something up there, even though it says nothing, is interesting. Good at making heavy logs. Thank you for eyes. Always helpful. Alright, well, I'm gonna save, because bees. Not the bees! How to get burned? How to get burned? How about stick and gunpowder? Nope. I do feel like the short... I feel like I should be able to make, like, a fuse from this. I don't know what I want to do with a log. Combine. At this point, I'm just clicking on items, hoping they combine randomly. Alright, that wasn't helpful. Best method actor in the business. It's true. I love how there is that one sound in this game. Okay, the chest is locked. I use a heavy log on it. Gate is rusted shut. Can I pry it open? With the log. Bag of stones with carvings. Fireworked recently. There's probably something in one of these views I'm missing. The tree is far away. You're not sure what that is. I think it's a cow. I'm gonna click on it a lot. Pry the log from your cold, dead hands. Thank you, Charlton Heston. Path ends over this hill. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could try to hook it. I like how I have this friggin' slingshot and I've yet to need to slingshot anything. Nothing here really for chest opening. Nothing here for gate lubricating. It is a nice tree. Cow. You must click it. If you click on the cow like 300 times, it takes you to the secret cow level. Just one of those things that everybody has learned in their life. The bees are gone. I still feel like there must be something I can do with the bee hive. But I don't see it. Is there anything else in this picture I can click on? Rusted completely. I feel like this wouldn't be that hard to work with. I need to open this, but I don't see any place to go opening it. Moo, indeed. Alright. Nothing special about that rock. You don't know. You don't know about that rock's potential. Yeah, let's clear out my inventory and hope for random items that I just randomly find on the ground that are relevant somehow. Am I kind of at a point where I suspect there's just like an item I need? Because what I remember from many, many years ago is I do use the log on the boulder. But the boulder doesn't want to use the log. That's like one of the puzzles I distinctly remember in this game. So maybe I need something like serve as a fulcrum or something. Downsides of playing on a projector. Boo. Well, you see, in Japan, that's the sound in Japan, that's the sound a pig would make. Boo. So you're just a little confused. That's all. Like maybe there's a rock for me. Somewhere. No, there is no cow level was one of those things in What was that game? Diablo 2. Diablo 1, there were cows you could click. And basically, they didn't really do anything. But, you know, you were welcome to try. That looks interesting. Okay. So many rocks they want me to acquire in this game. Let's actually make sure this makes sense. Combine power of rock and log. Yep, we have a teeter-totter. Where'd it go? There it is. This is a very clunky inventory system in some ways. Woohoo! Give me a long enough lever and a place to stand, and I'll move the world. Or a cow, one or the other. This kettle needs some weight added to it. It's not broken, don't fix it. Can I continue forward? You can't get across the water. You can't take... It looks like a counterweight, so I guess I need to put something in there? Gunpowder is heavy. The log is heavy. Nothing happened. It didn't do anything. Barrel. Great, do I need to like click around to find another frickin' rock? The path has some writing in it. That's probably a hint. Unfortunately for us, it looks big like a sword. Oh, it doesn't help that I can't see it too well here. X down 3 things. I have no idea how to interpret that. It's probably something from, you know, the website. Probably one of the useful cuneiform things. But we don't have that one, I don't think. So... Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Clearly there's writing. Got an X at the start. At least I think it's an X. Yeah, that doesn't really look like cuneiform now I think about it. Okay. X. What about these? We don't use these yet. Nothing happened. Of course nothing happens. Yeah. What? Drop the rocks? Wait. When did that become an option? It's dinging at me. A bag of stone with carvings. Drop the rocks. Weird. Let's put that back. Is that what that did before? Okay, I'm going to assume something's broken. We're just going to reload our last save. Which is annoying, because it was not the bees. I don't want to save. There's no load game. And this is right before we found the stupid stone, I'm pretty sure. Yep. In my mind, this game was a lot shorter. Oh, wow. Stone and that to create our fulcrum. Actually equip our Actually equipped it. Move the stone. Okay. There's no way to cross. You can't cross the lake that way. Okay. We're gonna save here because this was weird. Drop the rocks, bro. Okay, does it still say drop the rocks? It says this path has some writing. This is counterweight. Okay. So I think it's only the case that if I did these particular things with carvings, yeah. It then says drop the rocks. And it still says drop the rocks. I don't know if I want that. But, like, I need... There's something under the water. Oh, okay. Well, that might be a use for our hook here. The hook wouldn't snag it. Bullwhip. The hook wouldn't snag it. Barrel? The hook wouldn't snag it. You know, it would be nice if I had a little more piece of information about what's under the water. Oh, I guess it's probably just the counterweighting this bridge thing. That's probably what it's trying to indicate. It says drop the rocks. Why does it say drop the rocks? Okay, well, let's go back to the main menu and have it not do that. Because that's weird. It just says the path is writing. I want to look at that more. Actually, what am I doing? I'm trying to look at this more carefully and I can't see anything. Clearly, I should use the screenshot utility. Which is going to dump this into the shivers bucket, but who cares? Sure does look like an X. Let me move the mouse so I'm not covering one of the other bits. Back by one. My lever's still there, but I still have it. How bizarre. Use AI to enhance it. Good advice. Thank you. That could be, looking at it now on a slant, since I'm holding my laptop sideways. How you doing, Noah? That could be XLIII, which could be a Roman numeral, but I don't know what it is, and I don't have anything in here that's numerical in value. I'm not really sure what to do with that information. It's a number. I've seen this before. It's math. 43. Thank you. Okay. The kettle needs some weight added to it. Like, how could I add weight? Like gunpowder? Nothing happens. Hook wouldn't snag it. Don't throw your best stone away. Okay, well now I feel like that's a good idea. Not to mess with that. The bag of stones is still interesting to me, but I can't, like, observe them. These arrows, button, you can hold up to 5 items, click on it, and then click what you want to use. I mean, it does look reasonable to use this. But then it doesn't work. Then I can drop the rocks and it dings at me. 42, you know, is XLII. Oh. That's specific. Stones with carvings. Like, this feels like a place for that kind of puzzle. Am I missing something? Is the game broken? Like, I think what it wants me to do is put stones with a number equivalent to this in there, but I don't have any idea how to examine my thing of stones. Like, I have a bag of stones, and I can't look at it. Drop the stones, and it just dings. Maybe, actually, that's probably the problem, is, like, something's actually broken here. Like, dropping the rocks is probably what I need to do here, but it doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Alright. X. Oh. 3. Which one of these is L? Oh, they probably need a sum to that, don't they? That wasn't smart of me. Okay, so we need 42. Or 43. Total. So we have a 10. I feel like 10 is a safe one to put in it. So we're looking for 33. Going around, going stuck. No, it's going ding, ding, ding. It's different. Okay, and then 8. 43. 33, we put in 8. That's 8, I'm pretty sure. And then that would put us down to, like it's up to 18. So 33 minus 8 is 25. Okay, 25. Let's throw a 5 in there. We need 20 now. A 9 and a 10 puts us in need of a 10. And then we have, this is 3. That's 6. This is 6. This is 7. 7 and 3. I counted wrong? I probably counted wrong. Can we do... Alright, I guess this is probably like everything else, where like if you do it right, it actually does the thing. Are you sure it's 43? Oh, wait. How to write 43? Okay, it's definitely 43. Alright, well, I probably just did the math wrong in my head. Surprise, surprise. 43 minus 10. Okay, 43 minus 10, that's x. Minus 9, may as well get the other big ones, that's 24. Minus 8. Need 16. So now 6. So that's, I need 10 from here. A 5, a 4, and a 1. 5, 4, 1. XLII. Okay, it does look like 43. Let me check something. Range of 10 was the largest, so 11. It's 55 minus 43. I should have 12 left. So this is 7. Yeah. 3, 12. Okay, yeah, that's how much I should have left. All right, different tack. Oh, wait, no, there's no way to get an L, though. All right, we got our 1. We got 2. Double checking our theory here. We have 3. We have 4. We got 5. Okay. Then we got our... Wait, I transposed these. That's 6. Okay, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, 43. We've checked that that's the number we're looking for. It's XLIII. That says XLIII to me. So basically, we need to just leave 12 out of the pot. So let's just do that. Let's leave the X and that. There's a lot of different ways I could do this because it's just sums of things. And the sum for all things up to 10 is 55, I'm fairly certain. Mostly because I ran that just to be sure. Yes. I know there's also like Euclid. Someone had a very simple thing where you just do a very simple mathematic equation to do it, but we'll try this permutation instead, just by leaving out 12. There like something I can do once we're in this mode? Go back to my inventory. No, that was annoying. Am I misreading this? Okay. Yeah, no. 12 is what's left over. 55 minus 43 is 12. So that should work. Like, maybe there's a target I need to click after setting up the pot. Can I throw the remaining stones in the water? Can I drag them for hints? Thank you. If I drag them behind here, does that get rid of them? Such that I don't have to see them? Just click on anything. Okay, so I am clearly missing a chunk of this puzzle somehow. Like, clearly. Either it doesn't work the obvious way, or it's broken, or both. 4, 5. Wonder if there is a UHF hints file for this thing. Guess we'll see. Why not? It would be very much in tune with this website. Nope. No Alanna. Okay. Like, there's no useful targets I could put. Can I drag things into the... No, that's the upper limit over there. I could either put them into the bucket or leave them alone. Like, maybe there's a way they really want you to make it with a specific number instead of missing just arbitrary 12s. There's other ways to make 12, right? I can take these two out. That's also 12. Like, it feels like the right thing to do to put them in the bucket. Like, clearly the puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna look at the walkthrough because I don't know anymore. Do I play Alanna when I could be playing La Mulana? That's a good question. Oh, is that it? No. Apparently you just need to click around there. That was the problem. Yeesh. I can't get past the rocks. Seriously? There are loose rocks blocking your path. Well, good thing I have a log. Okay, I'm not allowed to do that. How about gunpowder? I'm allowed to use this? Boulders are huge. You'll never move these by hand. No swimming allowed. Can I, like, fill up my barrel now? No lifeguard on duty. A prequel, Mu Alanna. I want to say La Mulana is older than this. But I honestly don't know. Okay, it says these loose rocks are blocking my path, so that might be the place to click. Powder the shards. 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 It says, why does it say shards? Move the shards. Rest the keg on the shards. Could use this, maybe. We could sword the shards. Yeah, I can't click on that part and apply it something. It actually gives me the option. Outer the shards. Book the shards? Mid-2000s got remade in 2025. Is it that new? I assume the old it was like actually for like a ZX Spectrum. What's up, Allison? How you doing? Oh. Of course. Now you'll actually let me do the thing now that I want to. I tried doing this earlier, you wouldn't let me do it. What's up, Fire? Remake was 12, okay. This game came out March 1st, 1998. Not great. Oh, that sucks. I'm about to blow something up. Maybe I need to have it fused in the inventory? No. It makes it difficult sometimes to know what I'm supposed to do. Nope, not that! Put keg in the rocks. There we go. And explosions! The game's not going to let me see the explosion. Disappointment. Oh, the tree is burnt from the explosion. But we're allowed to continue forward. There's no path ahead. There's debris. There's a lonely tree. Literally, that was all the progress I get is one step forward? What do you mean there's no path ahead? What was the point of blowing that up if there's no path ahead? Got food poisoning. Oof. Well, that sucks. That's not fun. Had some food poisoning in my time. Maybe we can cut through the tree. Maybe we could set it on fire again. Or bullwhip it. Like, there's nothing on the burn tree. It's a burn tree. Yeah, the debris. I want to get something out of this. The tree is burnt. The tree is burnt. The tree is burnt. You see the timeline now? Yeah, get better soon. Had food poisoning. I had the worst food poisoning in my life. The first week I was at Google. Met a friend in San Francisco night of the first day. And went and got some cheesesteaks. And somehow that did not go well. And I ended up, I could not do anything. I was just in the bathroom for hours. Everything. It was nightmarish. I described it in more detail, but it was in fact kind of gross. Chicken parm, you had to work function, was undercooked. Oof. Yeah, chicken's not fun that way. What? What was the purpose of coming over here? Like, why would you do that? Maybe it doesn't matter? Hmm. Well, let's go see if it didn't do anything here. Didn't mysteriously open this chest. I had high hopes it would do something. Maybe over here? The path. This looks different. I now have a shovel. Cool. I didn't want to go that way. So I guess blowing it up was for blowing it up's sake. Shovel on heavy rock. That rock sure looks like it's something I could mess with. What are those? How do you know? Okay, can I use the shovel to pry this open? On rusty latch, no. You shovel. Where do I want to dig? Like, dig the stone. Where would I dig? Maybe in the dirt? Okay. That worked. Last food poisoning you got was the night before Christmas. Decided to make pasta with ham and cheese sauce. Sadly, the cheese was bad. Oof, oof, oof. There's a key. Okay, we're making progress now. Use key. Open this. Get a bottle of oil. Okay, that's useful. And we don't care about the books. We just want the oil. All right, let's lube the gate. fill. Why is fill the word? Fill the rusty gate? Okay, what? Can I combine this with something? Do I have any... No, I'm not allowed to do that. Fill the rusty gate. Gotta fill it. Fill it. Something else I can combine this with? Like, I feel like the oil was the solution. Ever play Titanic, Adventure Out of Time? No, I haven't, actually. There's an awful lot of adventure games I haven't played, and that was another one of Douglas Adams's. Probably one of his better ones, to be honest. The other ones that come to mind were Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Infocom Text Adventure Game, and of course Bureaucracy, which I did play as a child, and we never got past the very first puzzle. The very first puzzle, you need to retrieve your mail. The problem, there is a llama by your mailbox. Solution, there is llama feed, one screen away from the mailbox. You take the llama feed, you give it to the llama, so you give llama feed, and then you open mailbox, and it doesn't work. The llama finished the feed. But you know what you were supposed to do was give llama feed and open mailbox, all as one sentence. Then you got to get your mail, which was the important part of the game. Bizarrely enough. Like, that was literally the most important part of the game. So. Which I think's friggin' hilarious. Alright, well. We can't do anything here. Explosion has changed things in a few other places. Let's take a look at other places. Just go back to the beginning. Oh, hey, what the heck's this? A ladder made of rope and wood. Okay. Well, that seems important. This is... Oh, what does it say? Those vines are rubbery. Too dark to see in the shadows. Stop lurking in the shadow. Stop poking the shadow. You can't pick up a shadow. Another type of adventure puzzle game you find interesting. The creator of the solutions of the Layton's Puzzle website. Wait. There's another type of puzzle adventure game you find interesting called Captain Morgan and the Golden Turtle. Interesting. Titanic Adventure Out of Time and Day Ship Titanic are two different games. Oh. That was their ship. Yeah, no, my bad. I didn't realize there were two different adventure games that used the word Titanic. Odd that it's very obsessed with that shadow now. Alright, well, I've got that. Over here. Antler tree is still fine. Good for it. Oh, that went down. The puzzle's been solved. But why is it down on the ground? Oh, weird. Then I most definitely have not played Titanic Adventure Out of Time. What is that? Made of rope and wood. I feel like it was possible to come up this way at one point in time in the game. Well, actually, ladder. Or a hint, because like you couldn't go that way; it goes too steeply. Must have caved in from the explosion. Soft sand caved in. What does that even mean? I wanted to look at a different spot. I wanted to look here. I feel like there's got to be a reason that this exploded, and there's got to be something I can... Wooden stakes. Okay. Well, I know what to do with that, I think. Combine ladder and stakes. Now I have a stake ladder. No, that didn't actually work. Alright, well, we should put those in somewhere so we can go down. I don't know, I'd be curious about either of those games. I do like a good adventure game. So there's got to be a place I want to go down, but can't because I have wooden stakes to go with my ladder. Here's the hole. Pierce the stone. I guess what's useful here is that if I sweep the screen while having an item selected, it'll actually tell me some stuff. Too steep to walk down that path. Oh, hey, another shadow. Well, that at least makes some sense then. Pierce the tree, pierce the dead tree. Pierce the sky. Okay, well... Oh, it's just a tree stump. You might want to drink cherry Coke. I mean, look at that cherry Coke logo. How could it not? I would say that it's made me confused and irritable. I don't know if I particularly like this adventure game. But here we are. Here we are. Like, what do I do with this? It's weird. I have so many inventory items and I feel like I don't have very many options. Like, an awful lot of screens feel dead. But then they'll have things like these rocks. I feel like you can get up there. I don't know why. Like cherry Pepsi. Wait. Oh, it was a lever. What was the point of getting oil then? Let's save. It's been a while. Get the oil! For the Tin Man. It is progress. I'm not going to complain. Well, we have another puzzle-looking thing. Alright. I can move my dude. He gets a move. Ah. Okay, well, that's a problem. Alright, so I like this. This is a kind of classic-y puzzle. Okay, so I can't do that. It didn't... Oh, wait, did it mention how the lion moves? Do I have that information? The one with the lion is one I have. Okay. Involves moving two soldier pieces into position where the lion is no longer able to move. Game described as a puzzle given to students to raise questions and scenarios. Some of the rules have been able to identify. The lion piece can attack a soldier piece on a diagonal space, but not when it is directly next to or above the soldier. A limit to the number of moves before the game must be restarted. Othello meets chess. Yeah, it's a constraint-solving problem of sort. We can figure this out. Okay, well, that's not a good move. Let's admit that. It's a symmetric board. Must trap the lion, not defeat it. So... Okay. Wait. Why is... Oh, those pieces, those spots die. Okay, you could only have 4 moves. It can move diagonally. Must trap the lion in 5 moves. I didn't expect him to be able to move diagonally. What if... Clearly the wrong first move. There's only one move I can make at the start, which is fascinating. Now the question is it worth it to give up one of my pieces early? So that defeats the piece. I don't know what defeat means here. So clearly that's the wrong move. But I'm not certain I understand why a piece becomes inaccessible. Yeah, that's certainly not the way to defeat the lion. What does trap mean, if not defeat? I think I need to constrain its moves such that it can't get out with the closure of those spots. But then he can always, if he's down here, he can move diagonally into me. That doesn't help. Still wins. I don't understand the rules. That's the problem. Did I win? Apparently I did. Apparently that's what you needed to do. I'm not really sure I understood it. But I can't start it again, and I have a group of planks with carvings. Cool. I don't want to do that again. We're saving the game. Lion. Oh my. I wasn't going to make silly save names for these, but now, because I thought I'd be done by now. Okay. The torch is dry. Alright, well. Light him up. I'm not allowed to light it up. It's too dark to enter. Oh, oil. Okay. Fill the peg. Oh, peg is where I light it. You don't want to waste your match. What do you mean I want to waste my matches on this? What is that? It's an empty peg. Okay, when I use these. What do I want to peg? Use him to light a spliff. Clearly he's keeping stuff in reserve. Planks with carvings. Wooden stakes. Can I combine those two? No. Also, as we've determined, I'm not allowed to do inventory combining stuff until I actually find the item I need. There's a lot of pegs on this. Doesn't say that the torches are dry now, but at the same time that wasn't useful. Light the flint. What do you mean? Oh, flint? Okay, I need a friggin' rock. Gotta find another rock. Or, wait, flint. No, this flint is the opposite of steel. I want to strike the flint. A shovel, maybe? Saw the flint. I've got a flint better. Got to flint better. Okay. Well then. Other options. There are pegs. I keep saying I should drop the pegs. Alright, so I'm pretty sure these planks are part of the puzzle. Now, I know they are. Okay. here are senses, and here are other things. Here and I don't know why I want a particular orientation of these. Hmm. My nose is itchy. Okay, so we have these planks. Some of these have senses on them, but some of them don't. Like, that's clearly... Oh. I'm not allowed to take them off, so either I did it right, or I bricked the game, one or the other. Good thing I saved. Okay, well, we've done that. Can we light the things now? Okay, cool. That is not the correct set. I'm not sure why this would be the correct set, but it's good to know that I can click on the little flint. Okay. These aren't like the cuneiform things. Let's look here. So the puzzles where I've had clues have usually been in the order here. Life's journey, the 8 topics combined. And choose from a set of 10. Sight, taste, touch, and hearing. So we have touch and hearing, but we don't have other ones to mess with. I have no idea how this puzzle would be figured out. I don't need matches. No. I misunderstood. So here's the deal. I put the thing on the plank, whatever ones I want. Okay, well, apparently I got the right one by bullshit accident. I'm not really sure why I need to feel the circle. But yeah, if I just click on the flint, it's a puzzle-activated flint, apparently. But one should be enough to go in. It's too dark. What do you mean it's too dark? I can clearly see. I'm certain that the hearing is going to be involved in one of these, but I don't know which. I'm just going to try ear with everything. Because, like, the rest of these are pictured. There we go. We got it. I don't know why that's the answer, but we now know the answer. Go forward into the room. Light is dim. Room's dim. You can only get out the way you came in. Floor drops too far down. Well, we have solutions to that. Grab our sticks. You drop the stakes. Okay. Alright. Can I dig? No. Nope. Nope. Okay. We have stakes. We can't do anything with them because we're stuck here. We have a ladder. Clearly this is the right answer. Unfortunately, something that's true about stakes is, generally speaking, you need to put them into the ground using some sort of force. I wonder if there's a spot I missed and didn't check after the explosion. Cut. It says cut. Why does it say cut? Use sword. Cut. This game is not as well put together as I remember. Like Taco Bell tasting. You know, I do keep a list of AdverGames around. There's a reason why this overlay exists. It's because you can actually buy ads and whatnot. Well, anytime, really. But yeah, whenever I'm doing like an Adventures in AdverGaming, I forgot to actually put Adventures in AdverGaming in the title screen. But yeah, the Taco Bell one's on the list. I just wanted to play the one that was sugary, because Halloween. A couple years ago, was it a couple years? I forget. It's been a while. I played the M&M's game that was surprisingly good, which is basically Crash Bandicoot except it's M&M's, and there's also what was the other thing about it? It's basically Crash Bandicoot except it's M&M's, and they make you do math occasionally. Mr. Pibb, I'm unaware of the Mr. Pibb one. The details of AdverGaming are not as good as I would like. There's no like website that has a nice clearinghouse of all AdverGaming stuff. Moby Games is basically the closest to what I would be hoping for. What? There was a hammer there. Okay, cool. I found a hammer. That solves that problem. But it's difficult to search for things exactly on Moby Games the way you may want to find them. Okay, hammer. There we go. Aha! We made it. This door looks pretty important. There's... Okay. Ah, there's a door. Is that good? Is it bad? Aramu. Kaitsu. Oh. Okay. I need to match up the cuneiform to the right thing. Okay, cool. I get that. And that's not it. Oh. And if I mess up, I get to do it again. I don't have this information. That's why it keeps doing that. Alright, so I have some of these, but not very many of them. There's 8 things. Well, actually, no. We have the things. We just have to know... We have to be smarter about this. Lalu is wealth and is represented by a horse. Okay. So let's see. That might break it every time. So I click on this. And I return. Okay, Lalu is horse. We know that much. Okay, good. That just replays the last thing. Okay, well, that's the flowers. I have to match all 3 whenever I'm given the opportunity? Okay, that's going to be tricky. Do I have anyone where I have all 3 things aside from wisdom? I don't think I do. Okay. So the one we're looking for here... Nemique. Nemaku. So we need to find Nemaku. And hopefully it'll let us, like, do the next part after that. Okay, that's Nemaku. And then the cuneiform for it... Cuneiform for it is this. And if I fuck it up, I start all over. Alright, cool. That's what I want to do. Mimic you. That would be easier. That would be easier. Okay. So, I have some of the information I need to solve this, but not all of it, okay? So I know what the picture looks like, but I don't have the I don't have this stuff on the outer ring. I have 2 of them, I think. Maybe 3. I can match the symbol to the meaning, but not the cuneiform. Like this one. Okay, I have this one. Which is a picture of blossoming papyrus flowers, which I'm going to guess is this one. Okay. So, Alalu is horse. We know that much. But I don't have the cuneiform for it, so I just have to guess. Alright, this is one of those cases where I wish I had MS Paint, because this would be much easier if I could do this in MS Paint. But what I'm going to do is take a screenshot. We're going to use the information we have. We can at least solve the word and the picture with the information we have. We can't solve the cuneiform. That's impossible. Because the website doesn't have that information anymore. But we can do something here, at least. I think. Okay. Copy this into Pinta, because this is the best I'm going to get. And I'll just make it color-coded. Expand canvas. I'll post this in Discord when I'm done, because that'll be funny. Let's use green. So Lalu is horse. Oh. But I don't have the word Lalu on the screen. Now I need to put the word Lalu somewhere. Text. Okay, let's be smart about this and make it a layer above in case I messed up. I need a much smaller text size. Like 20. Okay. Lalu there. Alright, so we know that's Lalu, and then the only one I know that it isn't is this one, so we'll just guess this one. I'm wrong. Okay. So Irn E2 is Katsuna. Okay, let's at least write this down so I can get the correspondence between a couple things and I can make the pictures work. This is what George Costanza struggles with on a daily basis. I thought he mostly played Frogger. Wow. Flowers. Go to sit to. Okay, we're on note 7, so we can go back a little bit. We have that one. That's good. We need to go back to the one we have. One of the ones we have. Okay, wisdom. Door. Did we have the... Okay. He did tell the machine was destroyed. It's true. Door goes to the word here. The word here is Nemkwu. And then that has... Middle is... T block. I think that's pretty good. It's almost like a program. It kind of is. It kind of is. Like, this was the idea, is like you need to have this and use a bunch of stuff from other areas. Clovers. Okay. Let's move this one down. Clover. Birds. Goes to the word. Where is it? I'm looking for a weird word. Okay. The Journey of Youth. That's Journey of Youth. Aduba. Okay, does it not have a funny word here for me? I'm going fast and it's not helping. Probably there to do. Goddess of Love, covered in the center, 2 plovers. The text in the back. Wisdom, writing, each identifying an order, however odd. This one has no back. Purdue She Tulu was a formal. The Journey of Youth was a formal thing in the land of its young people. Acquisition of these values. Origin of this dates back to the scribes in Nevada, the land of culture, educational. I don't think this gives me a word. That's annoying. I don't have a word here. I'm gonna have to guess on that, but I do have the cuneiform, and it is middle is 3 golf. Middle is braille. I don't know what for, like E plus upper dot. I don't know. Middle is braille thing. I just need these notes for me. I don't need them for other people. We're going to have to make some guesses here. But at least we have some progress. Okay, we have horse. Laklu. Horse. Lalu. Goes to... Yeah, we don't have the form there. So there are some of these I suspect they didn't give it to you, so you have to know, you have to play around with or notice that you're missing them. That's interesting, at least. Okay, friendship is the lotus blossom. Lotus goes to... the translation for friendship is Ibru 2. Okay. We don't have the cuneiform for it. So there's an awful lot more unknowns than I probably should have for this. Okay. Integrity. Honest man. Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll just go with the word man. Man. Reputation. This one also doesn't help, does it? It doesn't actually give me the information. Nope. So we don't have that information either. We didn't actually get the cuneiform here either, which is annoying. How much Coca-Cola wrote off for Clemens Educational? I don't believe that it's actually I don't believe that's actually the case. I don't believe they did this as educational. Okay, jam, success, papyrus flowers. Oh, here we go. I have this, but I've changed my implications. Okay, and then we do not... Do we have this one? We do! Hopefully this is good enough. Middle is harp-ish. Nothing else. Knowing which ones I have, I can relook them up. Okay, then we have lion. 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 Eat. Eat. To earn. Earn E2. And we don't have that. What's the last one? Yeah, this is the last one, I'm pretty sure. Okay, happiness is a duckling. Duckling! I'm making progress. Alright, so we don't get a translation for that either. So basically, in terms of useful knowns, I have 3 which I have complete answers for. 3 which I have partial non-cuneiform answers for. And 2 I have nothing for. So, guess it's time to start grinding on this. This one, lion, earned. This is lion. And I have no idea which one it is. Nope. This is flowers. And this one? No. Flowers and that one. Okay. So now I need to do some painty things so I can remember. Because I can't, like, write cuneiform. That's something I can't do. Like, that's impossible. Text. Okay, flowers are... I cast it 2. Oh, right. I'm on a... God, I hate layers. Okay. Nope, Cassie 2. That's all good. And then it's the this one on this hub. Cool. No, 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 not that. Not as good as Paint, honestly. It just isn't. Out here, yeah, I like that. Good. All right, we know this one now. All right, this one, I don't actually know what this is. This is not a word I have, so I'm just going to guess man. I was wrong. Rami is also one I don't have. I'm going to guess man. Lalu is horse, but I don't have the text for it. I know these two have been used. I'm just going to guess right here. I'm wrong. Something starts with a T. That is not available here. Is man. Okay, that's man. Taklutu. Taklutu. Add another layer. Then we get confused about which ones. And you open the CD-ROM tray. I heard that, Curtis. But I also don't know which cuneiform this is. I'm just going to guess that one. I'm only missing one. So this must be duck. Cool. Okay, good. I haven't actually tested out that I could still reload the CD-ROM tray from where I'm sitting. I did a change. La Bibu? Is that not? La Bibi. To Libi. Okay. La Boo Boo. I was waiting for someone to make that reference. All right. Cool. So, and then I'm going to guess one. I'm going to guess this one. That is wrong. That one is already used. This one? No. Earn 2 is the lion. And it is this outer one. Okay. Llama Boo Boo. Fries, don't let your dreams be memes. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right, cool. That one's at least been proven. Katsu is flowers. How's that? How's this one? Lion, flowers. Oh, this must be the lotus thing. We're having far too much fun. Far too much fun. Why does it have an ammo like that? Okay, what's this one? This one is... Well, I did flowers, right. And middle is harpish. Was this one? Okay. Oh, wait, no, I already have that written down. I didn't need that. Whatever. Lalu is horse, and I don't have a thing for horse yet. Try that one. No. The tubby one, I don't have that. Okay. Earn Brew is the lotus. And I have no information on that. That's not it. Okay, that is the flowers, but I don't have information on... Oh, I do have that. It's this one. This is the horse. That's not it. Okay. Takatu. Oh, this is so tedious. Is the man. I did not find the man's corresponding thing. It's that one. Okay. Now to figure out which layer I put the man on. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay, we're making progress. It's a little tedious, but we're making progress. Lalu's a cat. Like, we fully identified several of these. All right, and then Nemqu is that, and it's this one. I'm not even gonna annotate. I should annotate those just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Right. Double click. There we go. I can't paste the name in there. It's weird to me. And then door. There we go. What's up, Mayro? How you doing? I'm in the process of solving a tedious puzzle. All right, let's try this one. That's not it. Casito is this one. Sublubi is that. I don't know which thing it responds to. That is not it. How did I not annotate that one? Oh, it's Lion. I did annotate that one. I'm getting there. I swear. All right, this looks like a puzzle. It's an interesting puzzle and would be a lot more fun if I had all the information that I needed. There's some amount of like free variables, but I'm missing a lot of information because there's missing stuff on this ancient website. Like there's at least a couple of these cuneiform things I'm missing. But basically, it's matching a symbol. In this case, this one is success. Success is a blooming papyrus flower, which I don't need to see the picture. I can guess based upon the description. And the word for success is katsitu. Kasitu. And I can put those three together and click on the right things, but I don't have that information for all of them. So some of these I have to guess, and it's not fun. So this one, for instance, the 2B one is that guy. And I don't know what symbol he is. That's not it. I think I've clicked that one before, which makes that worse. Am I not annotated this one? How am I so bad at this? Lion, that one. I don't have that one done. Which one is that one? Imberu is the lotus flower. And then that's not it. I need to put these such that I can at least read one of my chats. It's becoming a problem. Rami. I'm changing how I've done this. I'm having problems looking up which words are which. Oh, wait. Is this plover? Yes, Ramu is plover. Basically, I keep looking at the wrong spot. Bamboo. Alu. This is making life easier. God. Okay. Cool. Now I can read these. Much easier. Rami, we haven't figured out which one that is. I'm going to click on this. It is, in fact, that one. Okay, we can go and annotate this one. I didn't annotate any of them yet. Click. Since that was Ramu. Yes, make it visible. Cloverbirds. Ooh. And then they were this one. Okay, cool. And then I guess how many layers do I have? 1, 2, 3. Why did it lose my layer names? What the hell? I named 2 of these so that I'd know which ones they were. In fact, one of the layers just straight up disappeared. What the hell? It's just gone. Because, yeah, I named that layer Nemkwu. And I named the layer Ramu, so I'd be able to see which This is such an annoying program. It just sometimes does weird stuff, and I don't know why. Wait, what? This has two wrong things on it. Great. Okay, that doesn't help me. Basically, what I'm seeing is I'm making a hash of things. Because I'm not moving things anymore, so I don't really need all the layers or whatever, but whatever. Alright, well, just go back to what we're doing. Let's work on one layer. Fuck it. Once again, I just want MS Paint. MS Paint is just better at things. Okay. Cool. Hopefully I haven't lost too much. Let me annotate. Over. And then the plovers out there. That's good. All right, let's have named all the inner ones. Got that going for us. And then the lotus. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nemkwu is this and that. Urn 2 is the lion and this one. Ibru, I don't have knowledge of. Okay. Takulu is this. And then I don't know what it is, so we'll try to guess that one. Okay, that's Takulu. Alright, and then Lalu. This is much easier now. This horse, I do not have its corresponding. I guess that one. That's good. We're running out of things to guess. That's really it. Like, I've got maybe 3. I don't know what they are. A Ramu. Those ones. This is one I don't know. Tublibi. This one? Yeah, progress is. We'll take progress. Lalu. Tublibi. Thought it had to be. Okay, so now the only one that's missing is I don't know which one it is, but there's only one missing, so we'll get there when we get there. Or I'll misclick on the wrong one. Okay, Ramu. Clovers. This one. Takalu is man, and this one. Iburu is this one, and I don't have that one annotated, which means it has to be the remaining one. So let's do that just in case I have to come back around one more time. Cool. Urn 2 is the lion, and here. Lalu is the horse. And this. Nemkwu is that. I know Nemkwu very well. Tublubi, Libby, is that. Katsu is there really only one remaining? Huh? Oh, good, it's done. That was an annoying puzzle. We did it. We've gotten something. Congratulations! You have just completed the puzzle of the lost island of Alanna. But the fun doesn't stop here. Herein lies the secret of cherry Coke bells. Coca bells? Cherry Coke labels. Read on and have fun. Oop. How to read the labels. The bottle cap is a number. And yeah, so they actually did this for a while. They put these like cuneiform things on them. And the bottle cap would tell you something about it. I'm not really sure exactly. This is where there was like the two things, the sense and the other thing, it would make you glyph. I really don't get that one still. Find a bottle with the life topic you're interested in. Locate one of the pictures on the left side of the label. Was there one on the left side of the label? Where? Okay. I like how this one doesn't get to have a word. You have to know it's wisdom. This page would have been really handy. Well, I guess it wouldn't have been that handy. But at least we see the glyphs. We could actually extract those and put those on the page if I wanted to, which I guess is nice. Anyway. Check the number of the cap. Just try it. Move on. Turn and conquer. Look out. You'll make it. Try harder. A lucky friend. Lose the fear, bro. Maybe later. Relax. For full descriptions of these outcomes, check cherrycoke.com, which is silly because we've already been there and there was nothing there, and that ends the game. Oh, no, that not. It just takes us to cherrycoke.com. Let's see if we can go to a... Like, I didn't rig this, but let's see if we can go to archive.org and manage to get to cherrycoke.com. Needed a bottle, go to eBay. I looked briefly, but I couldn't find any that looked right. But also, like, Like, actually, really quick, does that match any of the cuneiform we know in here? Some of these are upside down and stretched weirdly, so that probably doesn't help. I think... Yeah, that one is Urn 2. Which means that would be the lion one. So I suspect what you're supposed to do is look at the cuneiform on the front and then match it to that. What, did your father saw any of these? Oh, probably. I certainly saw them back in the day. I actually wrote down a bunch of these symbols thinking they'd be important for solving the puzzle. Like, I went to like a 7-Eleven and just wrote down a bunch of these. It probably looked really crazy. Oh, this life topic is right here on the label. But since it's an example label, we can't really see it. Oh, I see the lion now! I'm just dumb. It's hidden in the picture. You can see it's like, here's the lion's head, and then there's the rest of it. Yeah. I just didn't see the lion. And this corresponds to the lion one, if you use the cuneiform. So that's consistent. Huh. Winner? I don't know. I guess that's just a clear save if you really want to go back and look at that. Anyway, this was made with Macromedia Director, probably. All right, let's see if we can go to archive.org and see a page appear, a time appropriate Cherry Coke. Signs point to maybe. Signs point to no. Let's see, HBS, big money, big no. Okay. Oh wait, hold up. I know how to do this. Old internet. Yeah, there we go. There's a trick to this. Okay, so this, what was the date on that? That was 1998. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something cheesy. And this might work. We'll see. Going to go over here, connections, LAN settings, use a proxy. Oh, that. Okay, I did actually have that set up. 1998. Yeah, 1998. Okay, cool. And then re-navigate? No. Is 1998 to... No? Unknown error, sorry. Maybe the old net thing doesn't work anymore. That's a shame. Oh, web.archive.org? Okay, maybe we can still get there. Web.archive.org. This is looking more promising. Something's happening. I think this is working. Mozilla always used its own stuff, so we might be able to pull this off. It was March, but a certain date. Yeah. Let me see really quick what Cherry Coke looked like over here, because it's easier to see on my computer where it's not broken. There's one from December 12th of that year. So we can do this, I think. Web / 1998 1212 01 13201 / http /cherrycoke.com. That doesn't make me feel good about that. I thought I got that right. That looks right. I can get this over there easily. That string. Maybe remove the proxy. Alright, let's take off the proxy, because clearly it's not doing the right thing. Unfortunate, unfortunate. I like how all of this showing me these random pictures, these random things. Yeah, it's using things that are too modern for us to see here, which sucks. So we can't use the box, which is what we really need. Let's try this. That's... What? That's wrong. That's not what I'm looking for. I know there's more to it than this. Oh, I know how to get the URL in there. Brilliant. Ha! It's like, how do I transfer a string between two places? I don't have to. Sheesh. How do you mark things? Oh god, it's been so long since I've used this really crappy version of this. Look at that. Bam. Okay, please work. Yes. Success. Okay, so we have stuff here we could look at, but most of it seems to be gone. Flash, yeah, we're not going to be able to see anything in this. Well, that sucks. Oh, maybe the Flash will load. I have Flash installed on this. We could try it in IE6. Since it's not... can we not use HTTPS? Okay, okay. This is something. This is going to be something annoying, but it's something. Wonder how I screwed up the URL. But yeah, I have Flash installed, so if it tries to load up Flash, this will work. Of course it didn't. Do not play, just don't. There's nothing I can do about this. Yeah, just a bit of a shame. Oh, wait, Shockwave. It's orange. No, this is a complete and utter bust. Complete and utter bust, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not really sure where they'd give you, I guess, the more useful information. Yeah, that's probably what they meant. So what they probably meant when they said, oh, go here to get more information, is if we went back, I guess we need to go way back. Let's put, I don't know why I've removed the standard buttons. What they probably meant is we go over here, we can look at the specific words, and it'll tell you more about like what the specific iconography means, I guess. So that's nice, I suppose, but not ultimately too helpful. Anyway, I might go spruce this up to make it like work better, replace some of the broken stuff. But like that was the lost island of Alanna. Trying to for fun, the new Flash is ruffled. That'll probably work. It'll probably work fine. The old Flash stuff works better in Ruffle than you'd expect. I wonder. Okay, it does work. Look at that, it still works. I just wanted to go to a page where I knew there was Flash. This is probably really loud for all of you. But look at those cats, look at them go. Oh yeah, I knew there was Flash on this page, because I've seen this page forever. DJ Sharpnel W, in case anyone wants to know. But yeah, I think we're going to call that victory on the Lost Island of Alanna, because what else can we say about it? It's just unfortunate. Like, the game itself was kind of fun in parts, but also very, like, pixel hunty. And then there was the last puzzle, which I think I really would have liked if the pages had still been up. Which is a shame, unfortunately. But it is what it is, and for something that was released in 1998 that you paid no money for and either got a free CD shipped to you or downloaded, like, some number of megabytes for, you could do a lot worse. It was kind of fun.